Welcome, guys. Thank you very much for coming. I need to chill out a little bit. I've been going bananas trying to get the damn battery to work. Working this flippy. It's like, I just want to get a video made. And yeah, okay, we got it. It started. Anyway, John, chill out. Have some coffee. This video is going to be about, will AI, artificial intelligence, be the demise of humanity? I think it very well could be, and I want you to listen to me very clearly in this video. Maybe it will scare the heck out of you, maybe it won't, but it does me. This is my thinking on it. In my philosophy and common point, I believe that we have, or had, or both, the ability to heal ourselves. We would look at my hand, and maybe we grow a finger, or we grow an eye, or think about my internal makeup, like my heart and my lungs, and if they're damaged, let's say I have lung cancer, or if I have something as simple as a scratch on my arm, we at a certain level as human beings have the ability to heal ourselves. So we cut ourselves, it heals. Okay? Certain animals, if they lose a tail, it can regrow. Certain animals, if they lose a leg, it can regrow. We have in our DNA the ability, I believe, to do that. But we have lost the ability to logically understand how that works. Why, I don't know. I just do believe probably in the last 200-300 years, we have lost that ability. I think we always had it as human beings. Okay? If you go to certain religions, they do healing. They can heal. It doesn't always work. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It's a very mysterious thing. But that being said, I believe that we as human beings have the ability to do that. Here's my thinking on artificial intelligence. If we allow artificial intelligence to run our lives, or manage our lives, or take our human essence away from us, that connection that we have with ourselves, we will lose forever discovering the ability to be able to do that, which is very scary to me. So we have a choice as human beings. We have a choice to go that route into artificial intelligence, AI, let everything control our environment, our life, our phones, our refrigerators, our cars, how we're educated, how we think, what we buy. Or we could fight that and say, okay, there's a limit to this. There's a limit I want this to be in my life. And if we don't put a limit on it, excuse me, I believe we will forever lose the ability for human beings to go to that next level, to advance into that next level. We will never be able to see that level. Over many, many years, the last 500 or 600 years, there's always been something to control human beings. Man has always created something to control or manipulate people. You know, it's either tribal wars or politics, or the one that came in really strong in the last, 1,000 years, it's been religion. Keeps its thumb on people, on not allowing you to think, not allowing you to open your mind, not allowing you to be creative, totally free from all that. What AI will do, I believe, what artificial intelligence will put upon us is that final thumb, that final control, like you are not allowed to think, you are not allowed to create, you are not allowed to move or do anything eventually. And to me, that is extremely scary, because what it's going to do is going to destroy human beings as we know them. Now, will this get to the point where robots and artificial intelligence will run the world and we will just be second in command, or just be not even in existence anymore? Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows what the outcome will be. But I do know the path that we're taking today, with everything that we're doing. You know, if I go in the gym, people are plugged in with earbuds in their head. They are not, they're not in their own space. They're in a space that's being created for them. You know, when I go grocery shopping, everybody's on their phone. You know, they're not where they are. They're where they want to be, or they're where they're told they need to be. And that is the beginning of this total manipulation of our population, nationwide, worldwide, however it is. I think it's extremely scary, and the reason why I want to establish utopia, and that's just a label that I'm giving my retreat, is that I believe there will become a division. There'll be a division between the ones that want to be controlled, the sheep, as you know, as there always will be, or the ones that say, I don't want this. I don't want this in my life. I want to remain human. I want to be 100% human. I don't want something telling me how to live, how to think, how to move. And so when that divide comes, it's going to be kind of ugly, because I think the powers that be are going to say, you know, we need to have a thumb on the population. We need to control the people. You know, for many, many years, religion controlled the people, you know. But now a big portion of society now is getting away from organized religion, because they realize, you know, a lot of it's not for me. It's a bunch of BS. As for myself, I don't follow any of it, as I've mentioned before. So you're going to get that divide, and I don't know when it will come. I don't know, maybe 10 years from now, 20 or 30 years from now. But the reason why I want to establish my retreat is I want to have a place where you, as a person, as an individual essence, yourself can come to that space, and you can immerse, and you can meditate, and you can be in the world, be part of the world, be part of this amazing world that we have. The other thing that we will lose so much of, if we follow the path of artificial intelligence to control human existence, will be we won't be creative anymore. We won't be thinkers anymore. We won't be inventors anymore. We will lose our human essence. We will lose so much. And eventually, we will lose our desire to be as human beings. We will just be nothing. And that's so sad. And I don't want to see that to happen to the human race, because I think we have so much potential. We are just scratching the surface of our internal, as human beings, potential, not our external potential. We spend so much time, mainly because of greed and money and power, on our external potential. Like, oh, I want to be the first person to go to Mars, and I want to be the first person to invent this and make that, and bigger and better. And all those external motivations don't create a good society. They don't create a good world. They create an angry society, a selfish and greedy society. We need to maintain our human ability to be creative internally. And artificial intelligence will take that away from us. We won't be, and don't get me wrong, I'm not, when I'm done with this video, I'll go and I'll edit it. And of course, I'm using intelligence software to edit the video. But I still have control over the outcome. I have control over what I'm going to say, and I have control if I want to launch it or put it out there or not. You know, you don't want to lose that. We don't want to lose that. And the only way I can, it just, I want to scream because I just see us going down a really, really dark hole with this. And I hope that you understand where I'm coming from. That's one of the main reasons why I want to create my retreat. I want people to come there, and I want them to be able to unplug. No cell phones, no earbuds, no laptops, none of this. Plug in, and to be able to be in a space where you can be human for a period of time. And if you break that down, even when you're at home, when you come home from work, you need to break down some of your time and say, I'm going to take an hour. I'm going to take, even if you take 10 minutes, and unplug from that connection, unplug from that thumb that's on you, because it's on you every day, and it's just going to create stress and heart disease and cancer and anger. And so you need to unplug from that environment. Even if you're just going to meditate or just immerse, look at nature. Nature's a really good place to go to unplug. And so when I finally get my retreat built, it's going to be mostly in nature. You're not going to be able to bring a cell phone or a laptop. There's not going to be TVs. There's not going to be this plugged in society. It's going to be unplugged. So I know I'm getting really serious on this video, but I wanted to be. I did an earlier version, which I might release and might not release, but I'm going to see if this one's better than that one. I believe it is, because I wanted to get to the point. I wanted to get to the point in this damn video about how important it is. We need to get unplugged. We need to find a way to manage artificial intelligence so it works for us and we're not working for it, okay? And that's where we're going. We are going there, and we're going there quickly. I see it every day when I go shopping, when I drive, when I'm watching TV. If I'm on a computer, pop-ups all the time, by this, by that, just by something I looked at. And there's not anything wrong with that, but it's just going to get to the point where it was so overwhelming that our minds were shut down, and we would just let that animal, that being, that creation that we created control us completely. I don't want to live in that world, and I don't think a lot of people do. And I think the only way to avoid that is, if you're interested in my philosophy, if you're interested in following me, I call my followers seekers. You're my seekers. And I've got a handful of you guys out there. And I want to make it clear, I'm not trying to start a religion. I'm not trying to be in control of anything. I'm just trying to pass this word along. And hopefully, I will build a big enough base where I can build my retreat and people can come and remain human, so we don't completely become obsolete as human beings. It's sort of similar to like the Amish or the Quakers, how they got to a certain level in society. We don't believe in all this industrial stuff, and we're just gonna be farmers. We're just gonna keep it simple. Not that I agree with everything they do, but I understand their path, and I kind of understand it's similar to what I'm doing in a way, because it's not that I want to drop out of society. I want to be part of society. I'm not going to, disappear and live on some retreat. But I think we need to find that dividing line. We need to find that division. We need to find that medium where we can find. We got artificial intelligence in our world, and we're going to utilize it for good purposes. On the other hand, I'm going to remain human. I'm not going to give up my human essence. Because it's like this. The more you give up, the less human you will become. And eventually, your mind will just say, I'm going to let everything be done for me, and I don't care. And what did we accomplish as a human race? Nothing. If we lose everything we've gained and lose everything we did and everything we struggled for over the last 500 to 600 years or 1,000 years, think of all the progress we made. And we will be throwing all that away if we allow this to put a thumb on us and control us completely. I hope you understand me, and I hope you get this. Anyway, I'll try to be a little happier in the ending of this video. This is a very serious subject, and I'm very serious about it. But I love you guys. Thank you very much for watching my videos and listening to my music. This is going to be probably the first video I do on this subject. I might do more. I might do a whole bunch up on remaining human. So your first step into remaining human is unplug. Unplug as much as you can, and don't let that control your environment totally, okay? Love you guys. You have a great day. Bye now.